and welcome to NDTV Hindu. You're watching the late night news with me, Madhu. Let's take you through the headlines. MK Stalin vows to work from a platform as the Chennai Corporation takes back his MLA office in Kolattur. DMK stages a walkout from Corporation Council meet. A grand incentive for school students, Chennai Corporation today passes a resolution to reward those attaining 100% attendance with a cash prize of 1,000. Malayalis in Trichy bring down their shutters in protest against Kerala's stand on the Mullai Periyar Dam issue.
இங்கே வாழும் மக்களை பாதுகாக்கவும் அதே சமயம் தமிழ்நாட்டிலிருந்து சபரிமலைக்கு செல்கின்ற பக்த ஜனங்களையும் அங்கே குடியிருக்கிற தமிழ் மக்களையும் பாதுகாப்பு கொடுக்குமாறும்.
The Prime Minister to be welcomed by a black flag protest by DMDK on 26th of December during his two-day visit to Tamil Nadu. Jaya expelled Sashikala's brother-in-law M. Palanivel and another relative Kaliya Perumal from the AIADMK today. Vishwanathan Anand welcomes the inclusion of sports under the Bharat Ratna but says the Home Ministry need not be lectured on who to choose.
I think the
Yet
Home
he did
Ministry
love
knows
to
how to
win.
read their own criteria. I don't need to lecture them. They can make the decision of their own, but of course it would be wonderful if I won it.
And finally, actor Vikram opens up his vocal cords as he speaks of his multifaceted milestone in the upcoming Raja Patai.
Paniye pani huve manam yedo fark de talekal puriyama une paat paanch wang de.
DMK Treasurer MK Stalin has now vowed to work from the platform in the central part of Kolattur constituency if he is not allowed to function from the MLA office, which has now been taken over by the corporation to be converted into a school. He has also filed a petition against the corporation's resolution at the Madras High Court. Mr. Stalin alleged that the ruling party was behind the resolution because it could not relish the idea of him visiting the constituency to meet the people, which would enable him to function effectively as their representative. The DMK councillors staged a walkout during the corporation council meet, protesting against the corporation's resolution to take back Stalin's office. The extended wards of Chennai Corporation will get a fresh lease of life with the civic body adopting a resolution to sanction 500 crores for infrastructure development. The suburban areas will have new refurbishments on road facilities, rainwater harvesting canals and street lights. The expanded Chennai Corporation has a total of 200 wards spread across 15 zones. The expansion from the existing 155 wards and 10 zones involves bringing areas in the neighborhood local bodies. The expansion is based on comparisons with other major cities such as New Delhi, Greater Mumbai, Greater Hyderabad and Greater Bangalore. Encouraging students of schools run by it not to miss even a single day, Chennai Corporation today passed a resolution to reward those achieving 100% attendance in an academic year with a cash prize of ₹1,000. The resolution is aimed at making the students be regular to their classes. Coming August 15th, the first set of students will be rewarded for the academic year 2011-12. Chennai Corporation runs 282 schools in the city. In a show of support to the Tamil Nadu government stand, Malayalis residing in Tiruchi downed their shutters today. They urged the Oman Chandi-led government to implement the Supreme Court's order and increase the water level in the dam. They also added that the Kerala government should protect the pilgrims visiting the Sabrimala. More than 1,000 shops owned by Keralites remained closed in the city.
Kerala government chief minister அவர்களுக்கு நாங்கள் இங்கேருந்து தந்தி அனுப்பியுள்ளோம். ஐஜி அவருக்கும் தந்தி அனுப்பியுள்ளோம். இங்கே வாழும் மக்களை பாதுகாக்கவும் அதே சமயம் தமிழ்நாட்டிலிருந்து சபரிமலைக்கு செல்கின்ற பக்த ஜனங்களையும் அங்கே குடியிருக்கிற தமிழ் மக்களையும் பாதுகாப்பு கொடுக்குமாறும் இங்கேருந்து வந்து போகின்ற சமயத்தில் எந்த இடையூறு இல்லாமல் வந்து போகவும் அவங்களுக்கு பாதுகாப்பு கொடுக்கவும் நாங்கள் கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறோம்.
The Supreme Court appointed expert panel set to inspect the Mullai Periyar Dam and submit its report in January reaches Idukki today. The panel, led by former Chief Justice A.S. Anand and comprising representatives of Tamil Nadu and Kerala, including former Supreme Court judges A.R. Lakshmanan and K.T. Thomas respectively, will submit its report after its technical team conducts an on-the-spot study of the dam. Remember, Kerala had demanded the construction of a new dam in the place of the existing one, citing that frequent tremors in Idukki district, where the 116-year-old dam is located, was causing damage to the dam. Opposing it, Tamil Nadu had demanded a raising of the water level of the existing dam from the current 136 feet to 142 feet as per a 2006 Supreme Court directive. At a time when innocent people across two neighboring states are being dragged into the Mullai Periyar issue, the ones who suffer the most is pretty much the common man, you and me. To support the cause of peace and harmony, do join us at NDTV Hindu on our campaign, Let's Be One Nation. Celebrities are lending their support as well. Let's listen in.
India is one nation and we are all brothers and sisters. Just a small issue for water. Why do we have to fight? Let us all be together. It is in our hands to settle this issue very amicably. Let us be one in this cause.
As the Lokpal bill is tabled in Parliament today, we ask the question, does Chennai know the difference between the Lokpal and the Jan Lokpal? That's coming up.
Who is Anna Hazare?
Anna Hazare, sorry, I don't know anything about it.